What up? What up? What up, world? What's up? I'm Compression. It's the Monday jump off, number 101. Today's topic is just called Give Credit What Credit's Due. I was, you know, a little thrown off by some things I seen on the internet, on interwebs. One was a dad, a very successful, very hardworking man who brought himself from nothing and was able to take that nothingness and create riches and wealth and movies and promote other people's career, etc. And no one knows what's going on in the home, but when you see basically how he brought his son along the way and gave his son everything, and just kind of hurt your heart to see um how that's playing out, especially online with such a respectful man, like an honorable man, and like Master P and Romeo. It just threw me off about how ungrateful, how we can have our children and things of that nature, and yet they will still be possibly ungrateful for the things that we provide for them, for the things that we did for them, for the things that we were able to create in this lifetime to propel our generations. So hats off. I love the way he handled that situation. I was just taken aback by that. But he did say something on IG. He said, "You're 30 plus years old. If you feel that I owe you more money or whatever, or more success, you have the blueprints. Why don't you go do it yourself?" And that's the thing, it's the old saying. Sometimes if you give too much to an individual, they become ungrateful. They begin to bite the hand that fed them. So it's just something to think about. And then the next was with Bow Wow and JD. It was really, wild to see like Bow Wow throw shade at JD, somebody who crafted his whole career, who was the link to him and his major success, who got him in films and commercials and things of that nature. And to see somebody, just be so corny and take that for granted, it was just really like mind boggling. So I did this post today about just, you know, giving people their due, right? Nobody will be with you to the end of your career, to the end of your life. It's your job to take those opportunities and keep advancing those opportunities. It's your job to take those lessons and keep advancing from those lessons. It's your job to have that position, name, or title and use that to catapult yourself, or work your own way without using the name or title and catapult yourself, because now you have access to things and to celebrity and money and places and people that regular people just don't have the opportunity to use that access card. So always be grateful. Don't do corny stuff, and just give credit what credit is due. If someone helped you, assisted you, added on to your life, made your life easier, gave you dope advice, always give them their flowers. Because one thing's for sure, we live in a very fast, predatory like world, and people who take time out of their life to advance your life, whether it's your parents or whether it's some teacher or some coach or what have you, that's that's meaningful. No, that doesn't mean like you have to kiss somebody butt or whatever, or not be able to see something's wrong and pull them to the side and say, "Hey, I don't like the way this is going. I'm gonna have to maneuver like this." But everything should be done in respect and definitely off these interwebs. And yeah, it's wild. So give credit what credit's due. Show that proper respect, that proper love, because sometimes when you're impatient with your emotions, right? You're having an emotional thought, and it's based off impatience. Not only does being impatient hurt yourself, it also hurts your relationship that it took time to build, right? So sometimes give people patience and grace in that phone call before you just run out and try to be the first one to put something on Front Street, right? Because that's what people who chase clout do. They're the first one to put some truth out, some like, this is happening kind of thing. I need to be the first. And then the information is misinformation, right? So give credit what credit is due and move and think, especially with people who love you and looked out for you with always a high form of patience and grace, right? Because people's lives are busy too. So everybody can't just drop what they're doing and jump on your bandwagon. So you got to understand that too. As an adult, people have lives and their own missions to live, especially when you get to a certain point in life. There is no more booster seat. You got to keep boosting yourself up. And that's a good thing. It's a good thing to live and create things off of your own will, off of your own hands. So we're going to get into our reading, and then we're going to end with some housekeeping stuff. So we're going to just jump into Acts of Faith, see what's going on here. Okay, today is December 19th, Monday, December 19th, and we're already at 4:43 a.m. And it says, I wish I knew how customs got started. It would make it easier to stamp them out. Right now, in the midst of a so-called recession, actually we are supposedly in a recession or going into a recession, so this is kind of apropos. Right now, in the midst of a so-called recession, many people are still able to and do demonstrate wealth and abundance. These individuals have overcome the dominant thoughts and beliefs of the mass consciousness that money is in short supply. Unfortunately, many people still believe they can't live day to day. They won't make it through the week. They can't make ends meet. They don't know what to do to get some of the shrinking money supply. Many people who believe this way are people of color. We have been duped into believing we will never be self-supporting, self-sufficient, capable of standing on our own. We are dependent on the system to get better, give us a break, take care of us. Many of us still believe the system can and will provide the economic healing we need until today. Now, hear this. God does not have a money problem. Everything God made is self-sufficient, including you. If you want to know what to do about money, ask God. Dear God, thank you for providing my every need. Oh, wow. So, yeah, that just goes on to what I was saying. Eventually, you got to use your energy, your divine frequency, and make things happen. So, quick housekeeping. Check out www.prtl.com. That's portal, www.prtl.com. Use access code BELITE for your 15% off any and all services. Check it out. Portal's really dope with the recovery and its minimalist strength training and just the whole thing they got going on over there is fly. Support my brand. Check out my website, www.BELITENYC.com. That's www.BELITENYC.com. Copper shirt, copper hat. Send over an email over any questions you might have about fitness and just how to get better, how to stay consistent in your life, how to stay disciplined in what you're doing. And let's just have a conversation. Okay, I'm Compresh. This is the Monday Jump Off number 101. Until next week, everybody have a happy holiday. Peace.